Hey, Grace.
Hey, Cassie.
Alright, so I'm going to teach you about the integumentary system.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
One word. Skin. It means skin. The skin system. That's basically what it is. Okay, so the integumentary system is different depending on the animal. Are you kidding me? I just started. Okay, so have you seen the skin on like a lizard?
Yeah.
What about like a bird?
Mhm.
What about a snake?
Mhm.
How about us humans?
Yeah.
What about mammals?
Mammals.
Are you kidding?
Whoops.
Okay,
Guess my science
well,
teacher didn't really
they're all-
teach me well.
we didn't know that.
Okay.
Well, they're all different, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, some have scales, while some other ones have, like feathers and slime and...
Oh,
Yeah.
slime.
Yeah, you know. So, yeah, just like all these animals, we also have, skin. That's not all. The integumentary system also includes hair, fingernails, oil, and sweat glands. So, do you know what the function of the skin is? Not at all? Well, lucky you, you get to find that out today. So the function of the skin is to protect the body from injuries and infections, and it's also to prevent water loss too. So the system protects your body from diseases by providing a barrier to the virus and bacteria. That probably doesn't make any sense to you, right? Well, basically, the bottom line is skin is to protect you from dangerous stuff, okay? Okay, so the system protects your body from physical damages by offering a thick barrier that both contains your internal organs and stops large objects like a rock from entering your body, which is not what you would want, right?
No.
Right. Okay, good. Do you know? You probably don't. But do you have any idea of what the epidermis is? You can't read the slide.
The
and...
epidermis
Grace?
contains
Grace!
mostly flattened dead cells being shed in
Okay,
the water.
this is not... You're not the teacher, I am. So
Oh.
just play your role, please. Okay. Are you ready for the review session?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel confident in all of your answers?
Yeah.
Okay. First question. What is one word to simplify the meaning of integumentary system?
Skin.
Okay. What does the integumentary system include besides the skin? You got this. Ready?
Hair, fingernails, oil, and sweat.
Taught her everything she knows. I literally just did.
Not everything.
Okay,
Only
but did you know that 16% of a typical adult is skin? Isn't that kind of gross?
Yeah.
Only 16%. You would imagine like 20, maybe 17% even. I don't know.
Well, then what's the other percent?
But did you know that it contains cutaneous membranes and accessory structures? And there's even a third component, which is the hypodermis, but like... Second review session. This is all about the epidermis. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you confident in your answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna get 100.
What is the epidermis composed of? Starts with a K.
Uh-oh. Wait,
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Keratinocyte.
There you go. Bingo. And did you know that the keratinocytes are designed to provide padding and protection and even structure to the body? So that's why your body is all in one, all together, like holding one. It's in one together, I guess. Okay. Second question, what are the 2 types of skin in the epidermis?
Well, some skin is thick.
Yes.
And some is thin, so
yes.
Thick and
Did you say thin and thick?
Okay.
And did you know, this is extra information that you might want to know for your test later on. The thin skin contains 4 layers, all right? So the 4 layers cover most of your body's surface. So like this and this and this and this and this and even your tongue. Okay. So then the thick contains 5 layers, all right? So there's an extra layer in there. And those are located, can you guess where you have an extra layer of skin, actually?
In my stomach.
No.
In my back.
No.
Head.
No.
Cheeks.
No.
So I'm going to teach you about the skin today. The top layer of the skin is the epidermis, and it contains 2 layers of skin, the thin and the thick. The thin skin is made up of 4 layers and covers most of your body, and the thick skin has an additional layer, so it has 5, and it's located on the palm of your hands and the soles of your feet.
Is this thick skin?
Yeah, that is thick skin.
What are the layers called?
So the layers from the top to the bottom, the top one is the stratum corneum, the next one is the stratum lucidium, which is only in thick skin. And then the stratum granulosum, the stratum spinosum, and the bottom layer is the stratum basal. So the dermis is the layer of the skin between the epidermis and the hypodermis, and the 2 major parts are the papillary layer and the reticular layer. The papillary layer has blood vessels and sensory nerves. The reticular layer is deeper than the papillary layer and has lots of irregular connective tissue and is made of collagen and elastic fibers. So stretch marks and bruises happen in the dermis, and when ladies are pregnant, you often hear them say that they have stretch marks, and that happens when the dermis is stretched to the point where there's damage to the collagen fibers. And then a bruise is when damage to the dermis breaks the blood vessels, which is why a bruise usually shows up as a greenish blue color on the skin. Okay, so let's review. How many layers are in thick skin?
5 in thick skin and 4 in thin skin.
Yep. And which layer is in thick skin but not thin skin?
Stratum lucidium.
Yeah, good. And which layer of the skin is between the epidermis and the hypodermis?
The dermis.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so last question. What happens when someone gains weight really quickly?
The dermis stretches out and the person gets stretch marks.
Good, you learned so much. Thanks, Gianna.
Alright, Mia, let me tell you a story about the integumentary system. Accessory structures. They are tissues located in the dermis and epidermis that are not considered skin.
Oh, nails, hair, glands.
Very good.
Can I have a treat?
Alright, hair. Hair is an accessory structure that projects from the dermis to the outer environment. It covers most parts of the body, and 25% of the body's hair is found on the head.
My hair covers all of my body. Can I have another treat?
There are 3 purposes. It insulates skin, protects skin from damage, and senses change to the skin from the environment. There are structures of hair. Hair is a non-living structure that is pushed upward from the dermis. Hair follicle, where hair originates, the hair root plexus, hair follicle surrounded by connective tissue, and the hair root. Hair root starts below the surface and ends above the surface. Nails. Nails protect the exposed dorsal surfaces of the fingers and toes. Some structures of the nails are the nail body, which is the visible portion of the nail bed, the part of the finger that is covered by the nail. Nail hypocytium occurs as the far distal edge of the nail and provides a seal to protect the nail bed. The nail root, where nails grow from, and the cuticle, the section of the nail where the root comes over the exposed surface of the nail. Glands. Two types of glands: sebaceous glands and sweat glands. Sebaceous glands secrete oil, sweat glands secrete watery liquid. Sebaceous glands link to hair follicle and produce a lot of lipids that jump sebum on hair. There are two types of sweat glands: the apocrine sweat glands, they secrete their products onto the hair follicles and located in the armpits, around the nipples, genitals, they produce sticky and oil secretions. They are rich in nutrients and a good source for bacteria, and they have a lot of odor.
I guess that's why I stink all the time. Can I have another treat?
Then there are the microcrine sweat glands, and they discharge onto the skin. And they designate to help cool the skin, and it's 99% water. The hypodermis. Hypodermis is the connective tissue of the reticular layer and are interwoven with the papillary layer in the dermis, also called the sebaceous membrane, made out of a mixture of adipose tissue and areolar tissue. It is very elastic and durable, and fat is stored in the hypodermis. Hypodermis has a large amount of blood flow. If blood flow in the hypodermis is restricted, then your body goes into shock. Baby fat is an excess adipose tissue.
Well, that explains all my fat.
Males will generally have more adipose tissue on the neck and arms and along the lower back and butt, and females have more on their hips and legs. The end. Good job. Oh, that was so